Is Cristiano Ronaldo truly a legend or a loser who cannot even compete with Lionel Messi's shadow?
JD, Ronaldo has been struggling for several games now to be able to find a goal in the back of the net for Portugal. It's now 10 consecutive games.
If he's not scoring goals, if he's not creating or he's not getting opportunities because he's not creating opportunities for himself or for anybody else, then the team is playing so that they can find an opportunity for him. And it just doesn't work. He seems to be on the way of things.
Ronaldo, a name that remains big only on paper and for brands, but on the pitch, he is now nothing more than a facade. While Messi dominates even the toughest teams, making them dance to his tune, Ronaldo appears to be begging just to survive against minor teams.
And Roger, is Ronaldo a liability now for Portugal?
What the game calls for, they're making the decisions that feature Ronaldo or please Ronaldo. And that's not a way to play this game at a high level.
We were not saying Messi was the best player in the world or ever. Well, we weren't even saying he was certainly the best player of his time when next to the statuesque guy who's pretty and isn't frumpy and is somebody who thought, look.
Ronaldo is a player who couldn't lead his country to a World Cup victory, even with a team that doesn't know how to play football.
I mean, it's almost sacrilegious to say, Roger, but have we gotten to a point where we might need to look at him and say, listen, Father Time is undefeated and the great Ronaldo is done?
Stay tuned until the end of this video, because today I will prove with evidence that Ronaldo is not just the unluckiest player on earth, but is destined to be known as a permanent loser who never won a World Cup for his country and never will. Are you ready to face the truth? The reality check. The truth is bitter. People talk about the race for the GOAT title, but that race ended back on December 18th, 2022. Messi proved what a true leader is, whereas Ronaldo proved that he cares only about his own headlines. Drawing against a small team is worse than a loss. A true legend would seal the match in such a situation. But Ronaldo? He simply throws up his hands, demanding a foul. He is intimidated by Messi's legacy, a legacy he could never touch, no matter how much he wanted to. Ronaldo's game is now driven by fear, the fear of losing and the fear of looking small. The Portugal nightmare. Portugal boasts one of the finest young squads in the world today. Yet are they winning? No, because their so-called captain is obsessed solely with his own records and goal tally. Whenever the team needs a moment of magic, Ronaldo goes missing. He lingers in the penalty box like an ordinary player, merely waiting for the ball to come to him. Even if they were to scrape their way into the next round of the 2026 World Cup, what would be the point? The reality is that the World Cup has already slipped out of their grasp. He is merely delaying the inevitable defeat. He cannot prevent it. Lion versus Ghost. If you believe Ronaldo is a legend with no equal on earth, then the fear he inspires should be evident not just against minnows, but against top-tier teams as well. Yet that fear is nowhere to be seen. Portugal ought to be dominating smaller teams given Ronaldo's stature, yet they struggle just to survive against them. How then can I say Ronaldo could even stand toe-to-toe with Messi? Messi is the lion who tears apart the biggest teams and scores hat tricks against the smaller ones. Ronaldo, on the other hand, his magical goals have vanished. Now, he merely tries to hold his ground. The permanent loser verdict. Why did I call him a permanent loser? Because someone who has everything except the one quality that defines a truly great player is nothing but a loser. Ronaldo might have 5 Ballons d'Or, but he lacks the soul that transforms a nation into world champions. If Ronaldo's performance continues like this, he will be the only player on earth whose reputation is massive, yet whose achievements fail to match that stature. I am not just talking about football or Portugal here. Across any sport in history, there has never been a player with such a huge name who failed to do enough for his country to make them truly proud. So, once this FIFA tournament concludes, Ronaldo will set this world record too. He couldn't win the World Cup for his country, and I state with confidence that he never will. His career will remain an unfinished story. So do you still believe Ronaldo is on par with Messi? Or do you agree with me that he is destined to be remembered as football's unluckiest player and a permanent loser? I know CR7 fans will spew fire in the comments, but reality cannot be changed. Share your views below. And if you have the guts to hear the truth, subscribe to this channel. See you in the next video, where we'll dissect yet another failure for Portugal.